Has returned to KBLA Talk 1580. Listen, you guys should know by now how I get down. All of the uncomfortable conversations must be had on this show. We got to talk about it today. Friend of mine inspired this topic. I got a couple of friends that are going through it. And I was looking at this brother. He just got married. I'm not going to give you too many details about him, you know, HIPAA laws and all. But he just got married, and he's got a loving wife. She is riding for him. And actually, their relationship inspired me. I was like, wow. It was like seeing a unicorn or a mermaid or some other centaur or something, some other fictitious mythological creature. Nellie, the Loch Ness Monster. So I thought about it. And, of course, many of you guys know about my affiliation with my good brother. He actually produced a commercial for me here, Russell Herbals. He's my personal detox guy. I go to Russell, Russell takes care of me. Russell Herbal, right? RussellHerbals.com. So we got to talking about killer food and how food, really breaks you down. And over time, your body just can't process it anymore, and then your organs start malfunctioning. So I thought of the topic tonight. Killer food. In sickness and in health, can toxic nutrition and mindset equal a relationship's demise? And as I started doing the research for Till Death Do Us Part, I started to recognize this might just be a bunch of words, because a lot of people, according to the stats that I found, a lot of people will leave you if you get sick. You wasn't thinking about leaving me when you was frying up them salmon croquettes, huh? Yeah, let me call you to the floor so you can own some of this sickness in me. Now that I'm sick, you ready to leave? Because I can't perform sexually anymore? You want a pass to cheat? Yeah, many people give out passes to cheat. True or false, till death do us part are, for the most part, empty words for couples. 1-800-920-1580. I want to know, would you leave? I don't want to put this person out because she used to be the wife of a very famous person. That's all I can say. But she was dating a cat that was really cool with all of the inner circle guys that I hang with, and that brother got gravely ill. And when I tell you she shook the spot, I mean, dropped him like a bad habit. 1-800-920-1580. I want to hear from you. What do we mean by in sickness and in health? A lot of people say, what's the other piece to that? The poverty piece. In richness and what is it? In poverty and people leaving in poverty. Don't let them words. Disney did a job on us, right? Don't let Disney fool you. Ain't no happily ever after. 1-800-920-1580. Call me right now. Did you promise to love your significant other in sickness and in health? And then one day woke up and realized that you no longer want to keep that promise? It's real people out here in the world. Tell the truth and shame the devil. 1-800-920-1580. Call me right now. I want to know your story. True or false, there's a big difference between emotional caring and support and physical care. Doing the research, I found out there's something called compassion fatigue. I think your partner don't even have to be sick for you to be fatigued in the compassion department. When I come forward, Zoe Williams is going to the phone lines. They're already lighting up right now. You know, 1-800-920-1580. Call me. The voice of reason is on fire.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Show them who we are.
KBLA Talk 1580 has not one, but two Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend giveaways for KBLA Talk 1580 listeners. Friday, November 11th starts your weekend with a private screening of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Dinner for two and an overnight stay at the W Hotel Hollywood. On Saturday, be our guest to the KBLA Wakanda Forever brunch and pool party. Win a KBLA Wakanda Forever weekend at the W Hotel Hollywood. It's simple to enter. Open the KBLA Talk 1580 app and enter to win. Two winners will be announced Thursday, November 10th. Listen to KBLA Talk 1580 to find out if you will experience the November 11th at the W Hotel Hollywood. Black Panther Wakanda Forever private screening. Dinner for two. Overnight stay at the W Hotel Hollywood. Brunch and pool party on Saturday. Download the KBLA app and enter to win the KBLA Talk 1580 Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend. Black Panther Wakanda Forever opens November 11th in theaters nationwide. But there's only one way to win the KBLA Talk 1580 Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend. Open the KBLA Talk 1580 app and enter to win. The KBLA Talk 1580 Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend is sponsored by Top Shelf Getaways.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
The Los Angeles Urban League helps African American and others in underserved communities achieve true social parity, economic self-reliance, and civil rights. For over 100 years, Los Angeles Urban League has ensured our communities have access to careers with living wages, opportunities to start and grow businesses, and clear pathways to personal and professional growth. Programs like BizCamp, Construction Career Academy, Spa Business Ready, and B-Warp. The Black Wealth Attainment and Retention Program are examples of the ongoing to rebuild Black Wall Street right here in LA a reality. To sign up for our newsletter or to support the Los Angeles Urban League with your time, talents, and donations, visit laul.org. That's laul.org. The Los Angeles Urban League is a proud sponsor of Urban Family Focus Saturdays at 7 a.m. on KBLA Talk 1580.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
listen. Turn it off, Andy. Just turn it off. Ain't nobody gonna be there. I'm here to tell you. Michael had a magical voice. It was beautiful. I'll be there. Everybody swaying back and forth. But when trouble hit relationships, we run. Let's just tell the truth. Ain't nobody gonna be there. Ain't nobody gonna be there. Let me tell you something. When trouble happens in your relationship, don't people typically go to their little circle of friends? Huh? You should have came to me. But you done ran to your friends. You done abandoned me right there. Didn't you? Let's just tell the truth tonight. Boy, them songs start to hurt when you realize they weren't really there for you. You can't even listen to Michael and Jackson sing I'll Be There because you'd be like, nobody was there. When I needed you, where were you? And I'm telling you, we live in a transactional, materialistic, capitalistic society. People are not signing up for caregiving. And it's a tough gig. It wears on you. If your spirit ain't right with self, you ain't going to be able to care for nobody else. I know this is a tough conversation, but y'all stood up there in debt because of the cost of the wedding and said to each other, till death do us part. Did you mean it at the ceremony? When did you stop meaning it? 1-800-920-1580. Call me right now. Call me right now. I want to know. How do I live a high-quality life with a chronically ill spouse? You know your spouse going to get jealous, right? You out here doing yoga in the front yard, stretching, sweating, looking all glistening. They ain't not the same. You say, I'm finna go out with my girls, or I'm finna go out with the homies. No, you're not finna leave me up. Listen, I'm with you all the time. I got your back. But I got to go do me. I'm finna go play hoop and hang out. Then the chronically ill person might feel jealous because you still have your freedoms. Then they become needy, right? Taking advantage of your kindness, too. You know I need you. You know you can't go nowhere. You know, what am I going to do without you? Huh? If the shoe was on the other foot, you know I'd be there for you. Oh, so this is what this is the example of your love, huh? Okay, cool. All right, I'll just lay here and get it over with. 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines are lit. Let's get the callers in here. I want to talk to y'all this evening. Share your story. Fred from San Fernando Valley. Boy, if you talk over me and you talk long, you can't make 17 points, Fred. I want you to make 3 good points and then give some room for other people. Let's go.
Is depression sickness?
Talk to me.
Okay, this is my problem. I always come across women who later on develop depression, okay? And then, you trying to deal with it, you give them their space, and then, after a couple of months, you're like, well, what can I do to help cheer them up? So you go buy flowers and candy and do all these things, sing to them, serenade them, just to know that you let them know you love them. And you know what they do? They just sit there and clam up. Then when you ask them to go see somebody, whether it's one of those, those things where women go through, menopause and all that, you say, just go to the doctor and see what he can do for you. They refuse to do it. Okay, so then you sitting up here and, you want to go out and have a good time and have, celebrate the anniversary and all that. You go buy champagne and flowers and all that, trying to be Mr. Lovey-dovey. And you know what they do? They give you that little weak smile, and they soundly go back to the room and don't say nothing. I ain't signed up for that. Ain't nobody signed up for that. Not to communicate with a person. Let me know what you're going through. We can go through it together. That's why I married you. But most women don't communicate with their man when it comes to stuff inside them. They can tell you what's going on in the exterior, but on the interior, they can't. All of a sudden, they don't know how to communicate. Now I'm looking like a punk running around trying to kiss up and do all this and writing you poetry because I'm that kind of guy. I'm an Aries. I'm a lovey-dovey kind of guy. So I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna pull out all the strings, all my checks.
Come on,
to make you feel good.
Put that magic on her, Fred.
After about 2-3 years of that nonsense, man, I'm just gonna leave you alone. Then you're gonna get mad at me because you're like, well, you don't come to me and find me attractive. I'm like, I've been trying to hit them boots for 3 years now. Now all of a sudden it's my fault. So that's all I got to say.
We appreciate you, Fred. Thank you for the insight, brother. You already know. No judgment here. No judgment. But let me say this. You really can't be an effective caregiver if you want something from the person you're giving the care to. Like if you come in and you want some acknowledgement, you want some appreciation and some approval, I promise you, the highest level of service is selfless. You got to take your ego out of it. Now, you guys heard me say this before on different shows. If you look up the Sanskrit word for service, in Sanskrit, that word is seva, right? And basically what it means is divine service unto God. There are many different counterparts to this word. The Muslim in Islam, their term is, I think it's zakat, right? Zakat, where you give alms. You're giving selflessly. Of course, the Christians have something similar to that as well. In relationship, there must be selfless service, especially if you're in the capacity of a caregiver. If you go in there with past resentments, if you go in there with unfulfilled expectations that you think you're going to get now because they need your service, you are bringing your baggage to the service. And that's going to contaminate how you give. 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines are cracking. I want to talk to you. Would you leave your partner if they got ill? Let's just be honest. Or if you stayed, would you write some new conditions? Listen, you're not the sexy beast you used to be. I love you. I love you. I love you. I ain't going nowhere. However, I am a man or woman that has needs. Can you extend me in sickness and in health sex pass? 1-800-920-1580. I mean, this is real. Most people are not asking for that. They're just going to cheat on them. Right? Let's just be honest. Do you know somebody that's cheating on a sick spouse? Do you know somebody that's cheating? Right? Like, that's a tough question, but I'm not afraid to ask it. Somebody's out there doing it. Somebody's man is laid up at the house. I'll be back. I'm just going to run to CVS. Okay. CVS 4 hours. 1-800-920-1580. Women cheat too. People act like women ain't cheating. Women out here cheating, doing it better than us, according to them. Men stupid when we cheat, right? We get caught, we sloppy. Women ain't sloppy, but they don't be cheating. I don't know how that works. How are you proficient at something that you don't do? And that's a whole nother show. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get the callers in here. Truemonger, Dallas, Texas. Jump in.
Yes, sir. Oh man, this topic here.
Let's go.
I saw the effects of this firsthand when I was in high school. When my mom got sick, I saw how my old man was, especially like when other people tried to help. How he would shut everybody out and try to do everything himself. I saw how it wore on him, but he would never admit it. And come to find out, he was stepping out, doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing. And then I didn't find out stuff out until years later, till after she passed, when all the secrets started spilling out. And so, yeah, this kind of stuff can have a real bad effect on you if you don't have a good support system around you.
Right. Right.
Because even though you're being a caretaker for somebody, you still need that support too, whether you admit it or not.
Right.
You can't do everything yourself.
Right.
It's just, at some point, you're going to wear yourself out. You can't do everything on your own, especially trying to take care of yourself, go to work, care for somebody, just doing that over and over and over again, never getting a chance to breathe. Then you mess around and do some stuff that you don't really got no business doing, which is just you trying to cover that up, and you bring that home with you every day. Then you get frustrated being a caretaker. You're going to have issues. And he dealt with depression after she passed. Wouldn't open up about it, but I could see it. Whenever I came around him, it was real easy to see. But he would never own up to it.
Right.
And you develop empathy for that because you want to be helpful to them, but when they're refusing it, it's really not, you feel like you kind of feel helpless about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of do what you can and let them deal with it. And then when I was going through my health issues, I had to deal with a lot of that stuff on my own.
Right.
Didn't really have a lot of support. I had some here and there, but I was mainly learning this stuff on the fly. Then I had to end up being his caretaker.
Wow. Because
he was involved with somebody that he had no business being involved with, and they were taking advantage of him, stealing from him and all this stuff. So I had to step in, even though I was going through what I was going through. I'm like, look, it is what it is. I got to come in and clean this stuff up because he don't got people that really got his best interests in mind around him.
Right.
So I did my best with that. Especially when I got him to realize what was really happening, because he had dementia and Alzheimer's and body was failing him. But he was cognizant enough to understand what was really happening. And he was grateful before he passed that somebody stepped in and helped him with this stuff because he couldn't help himself.
Wow.
So
there's really a gift in caregiving, man. There really is, brother. And let me just say, Truemonger, I appreciate you opening up and sharing that story, bro, because that's heavy. Mm-hmm. But I would also suggest or offer you this idea. You do know that caregiving, like for a loved one or a significant other, is a bidirectional process. The level of care you give to someone else reflects the level of care you give to yourself, you provide for yourself. And a caregiver has to be in a good mindset, in a healthy mindset, to be able to emotionally support or physically support someone who is in need of their care. So, and I'm going to say this, like I said, if you go in there with those, well, now they need me, finally I'm going to be able to show them that I love. If you go in there with that kind of mindset, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be frustrated. Oh, yeah. And you're going to run out of the compassion most people say they're full of. Thank you, brother. Truemonger, Dallas, Texas is in the building because of you. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is on complete fire. Tonight's topic, we're talking about toxic food, killer food, and we're also talking about the concept in sickness and in health. Can toxic nutrition and mindset equal a relationship's demise? When we come forward, the phone lines are absolutely popping. I'm talking to my people tonight.
Whenever you need, I'll be there. I'll be there to protect you. Yeah, baby, with the selfish love that protects you.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Republican Marco Rubio are being reelected to another term. NBC News projects DeSantis will defeat Democrat Charlie Crist, while projecting Rubio will defeat Democrat Val Demings. Demings conceded in the Florida Senate race.
In the coming years, American democracy, it will be tested. This is going to be the great challenge of our lives. But I am here tonight to tell you that, yes, even tonight, I still believe in America.
DeSantis was elected as governor of Florida in 2018, while Rubio was first elected to the Senate in 2010. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Get a double-stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double-stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Lakers and Clippers meet up again tonight at Crypto.com Arena. Clippers forward Paul George has been putting in work during Kawhi Leonard's absence. George is averaging 31 points in the Clippers' last 5 games. The Clippers are 4-1 in that stretch. The Lakers are 2-8, but Russell Westbrook has been balling since coming off the bench the last 6 games. Westbrook is averaging 19.3 points, 6.8 assists, and shooting a respectable 51% from the floor. Tip-off time tonight at 7. The Brooklyn Nets promoted assistant coach Jacques Vaughn to permanent head coach. Vaughn had been the interim coach since Steve Nash was fired on November 1st. The Nets are 2-2 since Vaughn took over. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. This sports report was brought to you by MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to your settlement, we're slam dunk. Call 833-MVP-WINS or check their website at themvp.com for a free case review.
And call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review.
Call me your MVP.
Drop it.
When you tune in to KBLA Talk 1580, we want you to know what you're downloading.
Now, you listen to me, and you listen to me closely.
In a recent African-American media issue survey conducted by the Public Opinion Research and Public Policy Consulting firm Everis, KBLA Talk 1580 was found to be the most trusted, credible, and reliable source on the airwaves for Black Los Angeles and beyond.
Check it out.
We take our role seriously as your trusted messenger. At KBLA Talk 1580, it's about truth, not ratings. And when you hear us say, when we come forward, we mean it. We mean it.
That's the bottom line.
We're not going back. Not to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the closet, and definitely not back to the good old days.
Might as well forget it. No way.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Roll out. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, a pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. They're located conveniently on Redondo Beach Boulevard at Western, and they specialize in helping folks out who have no credit, bad credit, bankruptcies, or repos. The folks at Gardena Nissan will take fantastic care of you and help you get into the car you need and deserve at a spectacular price. Visit them today or shop online at GardinaNissan.com. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, Zero Down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. For the best deals, log on to GardinaNissan.com. Zero Down on approved credit. GardinaNissan.com.
Roll out. Extra, extra, read all about it, read all about it, read all about it.
In recent editions of the Los Angeles Standard newspaper, read about HBCU's impact in Los Angeles. The Screening Room LA meeting at the Gathering Spot in West Adams, giving black filmmakers a place to showcase their work. The codenamed Crenshaw Boulevard, Malcolm X Boulevard. Hotville Chicken brings Nashville hot chicken to the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza. The Engineer Factory, preparing black children for STEM majors and professions. Jan Perry addressing the homelessness and housing crisis. Charles' career in public relations, local black hiking groups, and Los Angeles Philharmonic Inglewood headquarters hosting free music classes for local children. Read about these stories at LAStandardNewspaper.com and follow this black-owned publication on Facebook and Instagram.
Have you heard it? Have you heard it? Have you heard it? Have you heard it? Have you heard it?
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Joe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mama. I think the whole world's addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that'll bring the trauma. Overseas, yeah, we trying to stop terrorism, but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. But if you only have love for your own race, then you only leave space to discriminate, and to discriminate only generates hate. And when you hate, then you're bound to get outraged. Yeah, madness, what you demonstrate, and that's exactly how anger works and operates. Man, you gotta have love just to set it straight. Take control of your mind and meditate. Let your soul gravitate to the love, y'all.
People killing, people dying, children hurt, hanging and crying. When you practice what you preach, and what you turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us. For guidance from above. These people got me questioning. Where is the love?
Ladies and gentlemen, when you gotta ask, where is the love, and you talking about your significant other, you chose bad. That's all. You gonna find out if your partner really love you when you get sick. That is the ultimate litmus test. And I don't mean the flu, COVID. No, I mean something like really that's you told all the way up. The doctor's like, I don't know. You wake up and they're not there. We had to get the gutters changed. The garbage disposal needed to be replaced. I had to be there when the plumber got. What? You're going to find out, right? You're going to find out if your partner really cares when you get sick, right? 1-800-920-1580. How does illness affect our intimate relationships? Do you know women tend to stay longer than men? Let's not even play the game. Let's give women their props. Women tend to be better caregivers than men. They tend to stay longer than men. Did you know that 75% of marriages that have to deal with chronic illness have a 75% divorce rate? Marriages that have to deal with chronic illness have a 75% divorce rate. People are leaving, which leads me back to my initial question. Does the term, right, in sickness and in health, does that have any weight? Call me right now and share your stories. 1-800-920-1580. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lloyd from Chicago, you've been on the longest. Get in here.
What's up, brother?
What's happening, man? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, it's like I love y'all's show, man. I'd be cut to the chase. I'm Lloyd Hinton. I want to be conversating a lot online with you.
Yeah, good brother. Welcome to the show, man. Finally, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Man, bro. Your station, Tavish, y'all a blessing. But get to the point. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer not too long ago. And I ain't gonna lie, man, not sound sappy or nothing, but if it wasn't for you and your show, man, you helped me a lot. And my old lady not an old lady, my wife, I give her respect. We've been together 30 years. And before I got sick, she had told me she loved me, but she wasn't in love with me. And that cut like a knife, man. But after what I'm going through, I learned to love myself, and it's irrelevant to me. I can't speak for nobody else what she do, because prior to me being diagnosed with cancer, like I said, we've been married 30 years and been in a sexless relationship for like the last 10. I don't cheat. She don't cheat. I just dove head first in to my job. I just put in my retirement papers. But I'm good though, man. I'm in my garage now, working on my motorcycle, listening to you, bro.
Man,
I'm good.
Let me just say this,
I just
Lloyd.
called to tell you thanks.
Let me just say this, man. No, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you for calling in here, sharing your story, man. And like I said, man, real love is love of self, and then you radiate that outward to the world. We get it backwards when we go chasing real love, when we go searching for real love outside of ourselves. We have to cultivate it within and then become a beacon of it, right? And when you become a beacon, just like a lighthouse, you draw in people, situations, as oftentimes I call them situation shifts, right? You draw in these situation shifts, man, and they can help you grow. But I appreciate you.
Yeah, I done read a couple of your books, man, since I've been going through therapy, man. They were very enlightening. I just want to tell you thank you, bro.
Thank you, man. No, seriously, thank you. Lloyd has brought Chicago in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. Talk to us. Have you ever abandoned an ill significant other? Or have you fallen ill and your significant other abandoned you? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. We need to hear from you. Sean, Oakland, California, town business. Let's go.
Hey, brother. Well, first of all, Lloyd, he sounds like a hero to me, and I'm glad he's on the recovery.
Yes.
You know, this is kind of interesting because, you know, for 26 years, I had my own company helping people. You know, you can call it a personal fitness trainer. You can call it, that's what I kind of called it because that's what it was. I got referrals from doctors. So I was with a lot of people with knees and hips and everything else after their physical therapy. So my point is that when you're in a relationship, right, and you did this the other, you know, you do this, Zoda, because you make everyone think, you know, blame game, right? I mean, when you're in a relationship and someone gets sick, and if it isn't a healthy relationship in which everyone's trying to do their own thing, I mean, if you don't drink, you don't do drugs, you don't do anything, it was because you didn't exercise enough, you didn't do something, right? That would be an unhealthy relationship. But I've seen a lot of very healthy relationships in which someone does get sick, no fault of their own. And by the way, I just want to say this. It's no fault of your own if you get sick and you have this. I mean, we can do the whole healthy diet thing, right? You can do the shakes in the morning and the little bit of protein here and the intermittent fasting and all that kind of stuff. And you can still get things that happen in your life because of your genetics or whatever, you know. And by the way, my whole thing is don't blame the person that gets sick. You know, I would hope that doesn't happen, but it does happen in relationships. I mean, I'm saying, you know, you're all trying to make it together. Life happens. You know, people, you know, the one thing you can predict in life is that it's unpredictable. I wanted to say that to you a long time ago. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing you can predict in life. It's unpredictable. But people can have an ailment that might take their life from them in your relationship, but doggone it, stick with your person that's loved you and tried to do the best for you and that you've tried to do the best for them. Because in the long run, we're all in this game together.
Man, Sean, once again, we appreciate you, brother. You brought the Bay Area. Yay Area is in the building because of Sean. Again, you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is on fire tonight. The phone lines are cracking. Talk to me about your pain. You won't be judged here. I want to know what you think. When we come forward, more from the phones. The voice of reason is talking about in sickness and in health.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
It's the holiday season. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. Some things to look forward to this holiday season. Whitney fans Whitney Houston's estate to release fragrance in her honor, reportedly marking one of the first official endorsement deals for the late singer. Available through the Home Shopping Network, Set Beauty, and even Walmart by mid-November. And fans are also thrilled to see the Best Man franchise back on screen, this time as a limited series debuting in December on Peacock. I just love the holidays. What are you most excited about this season? Tweet us to let us know at KBLA 15. K-Black Minute Holiday.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. Our team is in it to win it, and we'll fight to get the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for your free consultation. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call me your MVP. One like you. Yeah.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our .com. That's CalCruiseNews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you, when we fight, we win. Central CSO organizes for the rights of the undocumented, quality public education, and supporting in solidarity other communities seeking social justice. Central CSO stands for Chicano X, self-determination, defending public education, and fighting for all oppressed people in Boyle Heights and East Los Angeles. Find Central CSO meetings every third Wednesday. Visit online at centralcso.wordpress.com or on Instagram at CentralCS. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA.
Oh yeah. Once I live a life of a millionaire, spending my money, honey, oh, I didn't care. Taking my friends out for a mighty good time, drinking that good gin, champagne and wine. Oh, just as soon as my money got low, couldn't find my friend, but I had no place to go. But if I ever get my hands on a dog again, I believe I'll hold on to that easy grin. Call the fire, I'm so behind a function.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't nobody want you when you're down and out. Sing it, Bobby. Bobby Womack. My playlist is my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm here to tell y'all, relationships are supposed to be a hub for cultivating empathy for oneself, so that empathy can then radiate out to the partner. And then we create this organic biofeedback loop that is imbued with empathetic vibrations and frequencies. If there's a hint of self-doubt, low self-esteem, self-hate, lack of self-approval, lack of self-acceptance, you are going to be a toxic caregiver. You'll be a toxic care investor. You'll be investing your care, seeking what you signed up for. Ain't nobody else here for you. 1-800-920-1580. Talk to me about it. I want to know your thoughts. Monique from Detroit, it's your time to shine. Talk to me.
Hey, how you doing? I was the one abandoned.
Ooh.
I seem to.
Talk to me, Monique.
Well, I was married, and my health started to deteriorate, and then I ended up in the hospital. Well, it had deteriorated over a couple of months, and I just noticed the dystrophy starting to travel a little bit more, and I said, wait a minute. And then when I went into the hospital ICU, and the doctor called and said, you must come back, you have to make decisions, things of that nature, and he was like, oh, really? And I called my attorney and had my mother as my health advocate and my divorce papers while I'm in the ICU because I felt like I love myself too much to even have anyone say, well, hey, can't you all deal with that? But my mistake was I married someone 14 years younger than me.
Well, okay, he was younger than you, so you chalked that up to him.
No, he wanted me to be mother. I think.
He wanted you,
and I didn't have, and I didn't have children, so that's what I wasn't going to do. So I think once I became ill, you're supposed to be mother, not wife.
Ooh, that's heavy. That's heavy, sister. What did you learn about you in that process? Because that's, you know what? Hold that thought. When we come forward, I'm going back to Detroit because Monique got something to talk about, and so do we.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
There's nothing like the smell of Grandma's cooking coming from the kitchen. And for us, the kitchen is more than just a room. It's where everything happens. Conversations, counseling, and laughter. It's where life's lessons are learned. And more than family recipes are passed from one. It's your turn. Time for that kitchen to be your kitchen. And Rocket Mortgage can help you get there. Rocket is an expert when it comes to buying a home, and we're ready to help you open the doors to home ownership. We have the right tools, including loan options to fit your needs, some with as little as 3% down. Just imagine feeling the love as Grandma shares her wisdom and teaches you to make her famous mac and cheese in your kitchen. So, when it's time to buy that house and make it your dream home, Rocket can. Let us help you get started. Call 888-900-0409 today or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equalizing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 33.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now on the Commodore's night shift. The night shift.
you got a DJ under 30. They played a live version. The Commodores, the night shift. My playlist is my co-host. Many spouses who are caregivers, they find themselves on the night shift, having to deal with their ill partner. Now, when you got to put your life on hold because you have someone else's life in your hands and you made a vow to take care of them in sickness and in health, sometimes you can run into something called compassion fatigue, where you get tired of caring, right? That's a tough space to be in. But Monique from Detroit was talking to us about a partner that may not even have had any compassion for her. Monique, please continue. Yes. Tell us.
I mean, well, basically, I have been I had to take care of my dad, so I know what you mean when you say compassion fatigue, but I just feel like you pull something from inside you and you deal with it if you love a person. So therefore, not only that, my father I'm just glad I had that type of father. He was there, him and my mother, but they were like, pull yourself together because we've given you the strength. And I was able to just pick up and go on. I was able to fight through everything. This was 2016. I just have a residual of what's going on. It's left a vision impairment. But I'm doing this, not saying by myself, but I was able to pull some strength. I don't know where it came from, but I just stood up and I took charge. I still do what I do, I have a business and all of that. And I just kind of put it behind me. I don't even remember crying.
I was going to ask you, was there a self-esteem hit? Was there a blow to the self-esteem when the young guy left?
Yes, it was.
Talk to me about how you processed through that.
I was very social. I kind of pulled back from that. I kind of dived into, trying to do my business, not even really taking care of myself. And then I was sat down by my father. He was like, you have to take care of you. You have to love you. What he did has nothing to do with you. That is him.
Wow.
And you need to pull it together.
Did you ever consider therapy?
Yes, I did, but in our community how that is frowned upon.
But damn what the community say. I'm talking about for you, like what you want to do.
I didn't at the time.
Right.
I wanted to, but I didn't, and because of what I do and who I am, I didn't want anyone to find out. It was things like that.
So is shame associated with it too?
Yes.
No, I get it. Well, Sister Monique.
And then I looked at he was young. He was younger than you got a certain kind of.
Don't give him a pass. He don't get a pass.
No, I'm talking about me. No, he don't get a pass. I'm saying me. I at that time I was thinking that oh my goodness, I pulled this young guy. You know how that goes.
Oh, so the ego was wrapped in that too a little bit. I get it. Monique, let me say this. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for opening up and sharing. Again, no judgment ever. Thank you so much. You made this show what it is. You brought Detroit in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you already know what you got to do. Call me at 1-800-920-1580. I see Pasadena is up next. When I come forward, I'm going to talk to my brother Richie Rich and Jeff Brown on this topic.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.